Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for a little Chop Shop racing action here tonight. Friday night is the right time for, well, if you can't tell, we're going to be running a little Bristol Motor Speedway here for the playoffs. Round of 8 begins tonight for these drivers as we see who's going to be able to hold on to these cars for the long run and the long haul as the Next Generation Cup Series finishes up their Season 2 with 3 races left. And it is, well, it's going to be fun. It's going to be one of those races that it's going to be a battle of attrition. It's going to be a battle of where the cars are going to be able to finish. You move some stuff up. Do apologize about that. We are ready to go, I do believe. And I've got all the points put in. And, well, you know, we're going to see what happens here for the drivers as we look at maybe SDK is going to work. Let's go back to the main screen. We'll put them up on the main screen. Here is your playoff points for the drivers here. Nathan Alul comes in to the round of 8. You're week 19 of Bristol Motor Speedway, 35-29. A little comfortable lead, but no lead is safe because this is Bristol. Bristol goes a long way, that's for darn sure, to make some things happen. Fastest driver out there right now on the racing surface is second in points, Nathan Biggert, the 19, ready to go here for the round of 8. 35-15 for his points total. Here's something about Bristol, though. You see from third on back, it's only separated by 5 points, and it's 5 position points. It means if you have a good, solid, good solid finish, but also some stage points can come into play here. That can change anything. And if any of the drivers outside of the top 4 were to win their way in, yeah, that's another story. Right now, drivers looking for that extra race pace, a little bit of extra action. Of course, the Chop Shop Racing Series has the Cup Series sponsored by my3-sons.com. Got to go check Cheryl out. Cheryl's one of the best out there. Not only is she as a proprietor for sim racing, but she's also she's always in the chat, regardless of what series we're running, if it's Chop Shop or if it's another series. She's always in the chat, so she's amazing. So check her out. Go visit her in Tacoma, Washington. She's amazing. But check out her website. Make sure that you give her some love and show her some love for being a supporter of iRacing and these leagues and what these leagues are going to be doing. Second portion of the championship is going to be the Best of the Rest Championship. Drivers competing for another spot here. John Hammond with a 1-point lead over the field right now for those drivers right there. So we got John Hammond, Jerry Culver, Brad Dove, Stephen Salas, Robert Church, Ed Perry. I do believe Brian Rayburn is in that mix up, but I think there's a driver missing from that. Let me have a little double check on that as far as the standings go. Missing somebody for the Best of the Rest. Stephen Salas, Jeremiah Burke. That's who I'm missing. So Jeremiah Burke missing from that one. Let me fix that real quick. He is sitting with that 1501 as well. There we go. There's that. It's fixed. Jeremiah Burke. One of the drivers in there, so 1 playoff point for John Hammond gives him a lead in that series, that championship right now. So we'll see how things play out today. Admin Boxx, part of the platform over here, adminbox.com. Links in the description for all of the folks involved with the Chop Shop Racing Series. Go check them out at Admin Boxx with 2 X's.com. Mike, give us a like. Robert Dudley, give us a like. Dudley was on the Dudley's on the old that car right there on the old thumbnail today. Good to see him. Mission 22, charity that we are near and dear a part of. Folks, if you go to our Etsy store and you buy a t-shirt, I want to donate $2 to that to the platform that I'm not streaming on today. For those who don't know, Twitch updated their terms and conditions for affiliates and partners, and restreaming or multi-streaming is not a part of it anymore. So you're going to notice that I made a a change to a platform that does allow for multi-streaming, and that will be kick.com. So we are on kick.com /signature esports, and so if you check them out and check out our new platform over there, we're gonna grow that up a little bit in the meantime, in between time. So we are fine with multi-streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and it's kind of nice to be able to be on multiple platforms for these series and these leagues. But when you have to make the decision or make those choices, sometimes it comes out, and I disagree with the way Twitch is going with it, but I have to abide by the rules, and I try to do the best that I can when it comes to that. So just bear that in mind, and it's going to be a transition from Twitch to Kick. So we'll keep that going as much as possible. But Facebook.com /signature esports, signature esports on YouTube as well. And then check out our TikTok and our Instagram. Of course, you go to ChopShopIRacing.com, and that's where you'll be able to find out that stuff. There's a link in the description for the Chop Shop Racing Discord. Of course, you can also hit our Discord up as well. Join the community in our Signature Esports community Discord. Get out there and game with all these fine folks. Get out on the iRacing platform. Play some Daisy with us. Get in there for Thursday night poker night. Whatever you want to do. We're doing a lot of things. We have a Kickstarter coming up as well for two projects that we have. One is for our game that we've been in development with, and that is called Anarchy Day 1. We're going to be looking at that as a possible November alpha testing. So that'll be great to see. So get out there and check that out. We are also working on a few other projects, but in the meantime, in between time, we are working extra. So we'll get our stuff out there taken care of, and we're going to do the best that we can when it comes to how we perceive things. And I've limited my streaming for a little while, and that's just kind of the way things have had to have gone. But I think our schedule's kind of changing up, and we might be able to get another series in. We'll have to see. And I've had folks reach out to me about it. I will have to see how the schedule is going to play out and what we're going to be able to do with that. Here's your race information. 200 laps today for Bristol Motor Speedway. Stages are going to be a lap 50 and 100. This is going to be a fast race. Barring, a ton of cautions, which I don't foresee happening. But barring a ton of cautions, we should see some good race pace. We should see some fast laps. I mean, the average lap time around this racetrack is 15 seconds. And the fall off is going to be somewhere in the realm of 15 to 17 seconds. It just depends on how the cars are going to run, how the tracks are going to run. Of course, nighttime is always the right time to run Bristol Motor Speedway. A lot of grip, cold temperatures on the track. You're going to see the wind tunnel effect. There's partly cloudy skies, but that's not going to be any factor here today. 3 mile-an-hour wind's not going to shake up. Again, Bristol is like a big wind tunnel. So you won't have to worry too much about that. That track temperature being at 87 degrees means that there's going to be some slick tires out there. That is a big deal. So they're going to have to take their time. They're going to have to get everything. They're going to have to get themselves patiently in a race line and try to find the next that race line that's going to have to be comfortable. And that's part of the big factor on Bristol. Is that sometimes the fast lap is going to be there. You're going to see it spread out, but we will see more out of these cars when it comes to where their finishing position is based on just driving a consistent, clean line. So we'll see what they're going to be able to do. High line running here for Bristol Motor Speedway. You're seeing Grijalva qualify right now. That is an absolute perfect example of what you're going to see. High line running, low line exit, tough to pass, and we may see some drivers kind of send the corners. We'll see how it happens and how it progresses, but it's going to be a ton of fun. Chop Shop Racing Leagues giving us all the action today, and much love to everybody out there. If you go to, I was talking about the Etsy store. I've had different reactions with merch and different places that we've tried to work with. We do a lot of our merch ourselves here So that's part of what we see on the platform. The merch has been good for us, but I wanted to have a different look when it came to what we're going to be able to sell. So I've been working a lot with AI. I've been working a lot with different technologies and different things out there. So I wanted to give something a shot. So we opened an Etsy store to be able to open up our merch to kind of a wider range of audience as well, not just limited to our Facebook groups and YouTube and just all that stuff. So we're working on that. It's going to be a ton of fun to see how that grows. So check it out. Look for Signature Esports on Etsy. Give our store a follow and buy yourself one of those t-shirts out there. We'll be putting up more and more each week to do that. I'm thinking about putting up a Chop Shop t-shirt if they still want me to have those up. We'll do that. Our website is under maintenance right now because I wanted to move the merch stuff over. So you can still go to sigesports.com, but I want to use the website more for esports news, gaming news, and blogging, and just the extra content that we're gonna have to work on. Just trying to change everything that I do in the grand scheme of things. So we'll see how it progresses, and just try to have a decent time at making things work in our favor here. Playoff drivers ready to go. We're all out there running some extra laps, getting used to the car, getting some practice in. It's always a ton of fun to see drivers try to make some things work and enjoy what they have to offer. And my 3 sons. Speaking of chats, there is my 3 sons out there. Thanks for putting the car out there. Very cool. Yeah, absolutely. That's sometimes we always focus on those guys who are up front, and I try to focus on the leagues as a whole and drivers as a whole. Why not put somebody else out there? It's not just about these guys. It's going to be about I want it to be about everybody, and that's probably the biggest focus that I've lost about iRacing. I've done a lot of complaining over the last 3 or 4 months, and kind of changed my mindset, and the way things have been going. So because of that, that's exactly what I've done. I've changed the way I do things, and I'm gonna continue to try to move forward. Speaking of which, starting grid. Here's week 19 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. 3 races left, including this one. We're going to have the cutoff race next week for the Cup Series. Final race will be the week after that. So just a couple more weeks left here. A couple more Fridays with me here at Signature Esports. Now the Cup Series will come back, and I do believe they're gonna start the new Cup Series. Let me look real quick. I just saw them post that today. Season 3 schedule for them will start July 14th at Homestead Miami Speedway. It'll be the first race for the next gen Season 3. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you go check them out. There is an entrance fee. That entrance fee goes to help support that league and help support what Chop Shop's doing to get things rolling. Mark Waddell's going to be your pole sitter. Nathan Biggart's going to be your outside pole sitter. Colby Hartog, Nathan DeLue will make up row number 2. Jason Day, Cam Dario will make up row number 3. John Hammond, Michael Strickland will be there in row number 4. Rohalva and Retchin are going to be there in row 5. Michael Caffrey, Jerry Culver in row 6. Down the starting grid we go. Row 7 will look as such. That'll be Isaac Balsamo with Robert Dudley out there. Row Bears is going to have Robert Church. Harrison Chandler will have Stefan Salas there in row 9. 18 drivers in today's race as the playoffs look. Mr. Grahalva, thank you very much for the like. Much love to you, sir. How are you doing? Dirt Static, what do you say? How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Just getting back into the groove. Getting back into the way we feel. Thank you to the folks out there on Kick. I see you out there watching. Much love to you. If you haven't done so, make sure you reach out, give us a follow on the old Kick platform. Give us a follow and a like on the Signature Esports Facebook and YouTube channels. Make sure that you also get over to our TikTok channel, folks. I want you to give me a follow over there. I want to grow that platform. Dirt Static giving us a like. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, sir. That's kind of how we look. Let me see if pretty sure it works. There's my profile. There it is. I'm going to put all that stuff, I'm going to put oop, that's not right. Something's going on with the old control, copy, and paste stuff. Control C, Control B, there it is. All right, throwing it out there. The old Restream bot's going to send you a couple of messages out there, folks. Pace car's going to dive in. We're going 200 laps. Green flag. Bristol Motor Speedway, 200 laps for the drivers, 19 on the outside. Hotel on the inside. Outside, you're going to see on the restarts. The outside's going to be the preferred lane on the restarts. And the leader only has the lane choice, so that's going to make things interesting. He's going to have that perfect jump as drivers continue to roll. 2 of 200 as the 19 rockets to the bottom. 23 of Colby Hartung in tow as they get down the front straightaway to complete lap 3. Mark O'Dell rolling into the 9 off a few. He's going to have to go back to work. Caution's going to come out here. I did hear the wreck 14.81 right there for those drivers. It does look like somebody might have gone off the racing surface. And I do believe Robert Church was that driver. Caffrey looks to be fine. And we'll see what happened here. Under caution for the iRacing series is Robert Church got free, and this is a common problem with this racetrack. If you goose it too soon, let's go inside the cockpit view here to kind of watch what happened here with Robert Church. Digs in the corner, real out of the throttle too much, just a little snappy right there. And these cars, when they get snappy, they do exactly that. And so right there, great job by Caffrey. Here's Michael Caffrey here. What he saw in front of him. Brake down to the bottom. Great job by Michael Caffrey getting himself back up there. Drivers coming around. Dark Horizon Fishing giving you all of the fantastic cautions each and every week. Go to facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing. Give them a check. Give them some love. Tell them what's going on. We want to see him book out for the season and do what he needs to do. So there's the 5 coming down pit road. He's going to get some repairs taken care of. 3 sets of tires for the drivers on the wall. So they have 4 sets total. I imagine that most people are going to play for track position. And somebody throughout the stages, they shouldn't come in for the stages. They're going to be able to run a ton of laps here. I mean, a ton of laps. So that's very, 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 very calming. Yeah. So part of what we're going to be doing with TikTok is, as we grow our TikTok channel, I want you to know that. Speaking of which, Robert Allen out there gave a big good luck to the drivers. If I didn't mention that earlier, I do apologize about that. I want to grow the TikTok to be able to go live on TikTok, so make sure that you definitely go check that out. I do have alerts and chat for Kick now up into the channel, so if you're out there watching, you want to talk to me, please do so. I'd love to hear you. I'd love to see you. Make sure that you tune in each and every week. I want to pin that comment for our TikTok channel. Make sure you go follow us on TikTok, folks. I want to keep saying it. TikTok. I like some TikTok. You know, sort of fun. Chop Shop Racing NASCAR Cup Series. It's the NASCAR Cup Series action. Robert Church is going to be a couple of laps down now as he got the car worked on for about 36 seconds. He didn't take too hard of a lick. These cars seem to be almost paper mache-ish. We'll see Caffrey taking some fuel. You don't do the tick-a-tock, that's okay. You don't have to. Green flag. Back at it, 8 of 200. Bigger Hartung. Nathan Alul got a great restart on the bottom side, but watch Odell. He had a high side restart there. You see him be able to rock it forward side by side with the 7. 7's going to have to climb up the field, but there's John Hammond. John Hammond's not going to give him any room here. 9 up the race line. 7 trying to close in. 7's going to have to find his way up high. Not going to be able to do so. Higher line does wear the tires a little bit more, but there's the 75 doing a great job. John Hammond having a rocket of a race line right now. Low line exit, gets himself up. He's going to see the 7 right there, but Hammond rolling in. Colby Hartung to the outside. He is battling for the lead. Fastest lap of the race, 14.73. And now tries to extend, driving the HendrickCars.com 23 here for the Chevy. Toyota in second right now. Nathan Biggert would love to see a win on this racetrack and do exactly what Martin Truex Jr. does each and every week. Good to see the 19 out there running. Mark O'Dell in third, faster than Nathan Lulu at the moment. Nathan's just going to have to hold off and have some patience here. He is a long-run race car, but Bristol is a tight racetrack. And we'll see how these cars fare over the course of their race line. John Hammond in tow inside that 5. Nathan Somerville. Nathan, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Cam Dario there in that 6th spot. It's going to be right where he started. Stryker's going to be up 1. Robert Dudley's up 4. Moving his way forward. Has Mark Retchin in front of him. There's my Jefferson City neighbor. He and I need to have lunch here soon. Jason Day to the bottom side. Playoff driver trying to contend here. Get himself to the... get himself out there and kind of push that. Right now, stuck on the bottom side here in the Cup cars. These are some massive cars. You got to keep it clean. Little Le Mans action on the 76. Robert Church jumping to pit road here, having an issue there on his lap 12. Here's a look here. Had to come down pit lane. He did. He got into the wall there. How about that new damage model for iRacing here? He's a little free off the corner. Tries to have the low line exit here. Gets near the wall. Still snappy free. Man, how about that new damage model? And I'm surprised we're not throwing... Caution's going to come out now. I'm surprised we're not going to see debris cautions anymore. Jason Day and Mark having an issue here as these drivers try to get themselves back out there. We'll have to see what happened here in just a moment. 52 on the bottom of the racetrack. Waiting for drivers to go by. Just trying to pull out here. Give himself a little extra room. Can find himself stuck there. Here's... Whoop. Yeah, he's rolling. Here's what happened. Mark on the high side. Taps the wall. Gets to the 52. Oh, 47 involved. And... you talk about that damage model. Back out there. Something happened to John Hammond. I want to make sure he is all right. Looks like he had to stop suddenly. I don't think he has any damage. Yeah, just said he had to stop suddenly here. Jason Day comes to pit road. It's going to be a lap down, letting the traffic go by. Should have been able to get himself back up there, but he'll have to get that nose fixed. These cars can take a lot of damage, but, you know, it is what it is. So he'd be in line for a lucky dog here. Second caution of the race coming out on lap 17 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. There's a lot that can be said here. Colby Hartung should be able to take the outside on the restart here, as Nathan Biggert is going to be second. Mark O'Dell will restart third on the inside. Nathan Lewell will have a better restart here. We'll be able to try to gain some spots. Inside line is going to have to really move up quickly, and that's part of the restart zone here. Huge runs, huge drive lines, and we'll take a look at the 47 here. 47 was involved in that, but the car looks okay. Just a little bit of nose damage can help these things happen. Robert's up here at the 98, trying to get himself a playoff berth. 13 of Jerry Culver out there in the mix. He's driving a little Busch Latte extravagant Chevy Camaro. Good looking cars out there. Like the damage model, the reflections have updated as well. And it's very, very, very interesting to see what these cars are going to be doing. And what iRacing's trying to do, especially with the new Formula One game coming out, the F1 23. Like that car Jerry's in. I like it too. It's a pretty good looking, snazzy car. Man, oh man. Good to see you all out there. Much love. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it if you did. Likes go a long way to help the platform, but not only that, but it also gives you some of the best ways to support us freely without having to have anything live streaming on 3 platforms. Do appreciate you. I do apologize to those who are out there on Twitch that we're not streaming out there. You know, it does happen. There's a look at it. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Green flag waves. Restart here for Somerville. A little better there to the inside. Jimmy Hartog having to get up to race pace here. Now he's going to clear the 19. 19 a little free. Nathan Lewell in third, up 1. Cam Dario's going to be up a couple now as he was able to restart on the high side. John Hammond drops a few. Now finally gets himself single file. Finds his way around the racetrack. Dudley's going to be up 8 so far as we watch drivers can battle for the biggest movement of the race. Amply named the Roberge Award because he has probably he's had more in all of the series put together. 23 out front, 19 in tow. And Dario rolling. Marco Dell fastest lap of the race as they get rolling. 14.7, 1/100th of a second faster than the field as he runs the high side here. Trying to track him down as you take a look over the head here. Little Hot Wheels action, diamond shape for the 8 as they run the bottom side. 9 with a huge run. It's out of the throttle a little early here. So you see that low line trying to approach. Toby Hartung leading here as the 8 runs the corner. 9 to the outside of the 8. 8 might have to watch the slide up here. Big run for the 9 to the outside. He's going to be rolling here as Marco Dell goes to work. 9 to the outside of the 8. Side-by-side action. 7 slides up. 9 with a big head of steam. 19 rolling the corner. Gonna have to play some catch up here. 7 right there. Cam Dario clears. Gonna be there back a spot. He's up 1 still as the 9 goes to work. 7 little tight off the corner exit there. 9 up high. Watch the drop in for the 9. 9 head of steam to the back bumper of the 7. 9's gonna be rolling to the outside. 30 of 200 being completed. Hartung on the front side of this. Had a great race this past week. Tuesday night led a ton of laps, but just found himself a little bit short on fuel and was a shoo-in for a win. So we'll see what he does here at Bristol. They're going to have a green flag pit stop. Again, when you run 100 laps or so on fuel and tires, that's going to be a big issue. We'll see if they're going to be able to have it in 1 pit stop or if they're going to be able to make it a 2 pit stop race. Half-mile track. Usually we see about 55 to 58 laps on a green flag run for most of the Cup cars around 1.5-mile tracks. So that's a big run, big head of steam. Dudley's up 8 right now. John Hammond in tow. The restart not working as well for him. Grijalva there to the inside of the 75. Drivers can save some tire here. They'll be just fine. 47 side by side. Inside lane working for the 47 as they continue to go to work. 49 has the 75 in tow. 49 slides up in front of the 75. 75 might have to say, hey, I'm here still. Diamond shape for the 49. 75 off corner exit. It's going to be there to the high side of the 49. It's going to be able to run a little bit deeper into the corner here. Carries a little extra speed. It's going to be out and clear. 47 up the high side. Striker off 1. It's going to be right there to the back bumper of the 47. Seeing very, very little as the way in the impact. Here's the old 77, my favorite my favorite Australian out there. I have favorite Canadians and favorite Australians. I have a favorite Irishman out there too, Mr. Al Reed. Hopefully you're having a great day, man. 77 of Michael Caffrey from Perth, Australia. Jason Day's going to be another Canadian out there. He's from Victoria, British Columbia. Want to see him have a great finish to this race. He wants to get back on the lead lap. Let's see what he can do here. Is Chris Roberge. He's from I think he's up there near Jason Day as well. I know he's from Canada. 4 different countries represented. Nathan Lewell from France. Driver of the Chop Shop Racing League Series. Run to the 7 today. 7 in on the platform. And has had a great playoffs. And now just needs to finish out decently. Nothing wrong with what he's got going on. 10 of Stefan Salas up into the wall up there as they all go around. As we'll get rid of that little playoff thing right there. That little caution thing that comes out whenever cautions happen. Balsamo and Retchin both a lap down right now. So Jason Day in the hunt for Mark. He is right here behind these drivers. Still fast here. He is what do they call that? What do they call that? Fastest fluff or something like that? Yeah, 52, driving a motif. Chevy Camaro there to the inside of 75. Runs to the bottom side, 26 seconds in on pit road, getting that car worked on. Not a big deal. And just going to try to have at it. He'll be out there a little bit longer. We'll be able to naturally get the lap back when drivers come to pit road. But I would say that as soon as he comes to pit road, he might be looking to extend a little bit, maybe lap a couple of cars, then come back to pit road. He is still fast right now as Jason Day runs 15.2s. Nathan Biggert out front over Colby Hartung. Made the pass just a short while ago. And that was part of what I wanted to see just a moment ago. He passed him on lap 43 or completing lap 46. Here was the pass for the lead here. Got to the inside. I think he slid the corner here. He did. 23, little wall tap there. And the 19 slid up in front of him, took over the lead. Now it's starting to extend. That was the pass to the lead, lap 43. 47 being completed. Colby Hartung off the pace here a little bit. It's the 7 being held up a little bit by the 23. 9 to the outside. Odell trying to make some things happen. 23 in that second spot. Little wall tap. Got to watch the 9 right there. 9 with a head of steam. Cam Dario in tow. Trying to get himself another spot. 48 of 200. As Nathan Biggert tries to close down, get himself some extra stage points. 1.4 second difference now as he leads over the field. Mark Odell to the bottom side of Colby Hartung. Hartung to the high side. 9 to have that low line exit. Watch the drive off here for the 9. Side by side for these two drivers as the 9 tries to slide him here. 23 up near the wall. 9 runs him high here. Pulling a great line, slides in front of the 23. 7 try to make it work, but watch Cam Dario to the inside of the 7 here. 8-7 side by side. Nathan Alul rolling backwards as the 23 up near the wall. Little wall tap for him. 8 gets a great exit, and they're getting turned. Culver goes around. Caution comes out. Cam Dario, Colby Hartung involved. And a break here on lap 50. Nathan Biggert's going to get the stage win. Mark Odell will be second. Nathan Alul third. Grijalva fourth. Stryker fifth. Cam Dario will be scored sixth. Colby Hartung seventh. Caffrey eighth. John Hammond ninth. And Chris Roberts will be 10th in the field here. Wow, what a turn of events. Everybody coming to pit road. Nathan Biggert, one of the drivers. Odell's going to stay out here. Nathan Alul will stay out as well. Grijalva coming around to make up some of that ground. And man, oh man, oh man. Caution comes out. And the 19 getting your stage win. Dual pits, the drivers will be coming in and out where their pit road is scored. Roberts was scored your race leader here just a moment ago. We'll see if he decides to come to pit road. 14 spots right now. Balsamo will wait for a free pass. Your lucky dog was Jason Day. He will be back on the lead lap. He's coming to pit road as we speak. To take his pit stop. Here's a look at what happened here, and this was interesting, interesting to watch. I mean, if we talk about Colby Hartung being fast, and he is fast. There's a 13 in front of him, little wall right there. Exit tries to go to the inside of the 13 and clips the 8, and that is solely on the 23 there. 8 was there to the inside, had a run, and had that pace. 23 just tried to put it 3 wide there on a corner exit. Here's a look at what happened with Cam Dario. Again, Cam here with the 7. It's down to the bottom side. It's going to be inside the 23 here. And on corner exit, 23 was up near that wall. And right there's Jerry Culver getting that car Getting some issues out of that one. 52 back on the lead lap. And some drivers getting the car worked on. Nathan Biggert be your race leader. I think he was too fast exiting, so he is going to be finding himself over to the back. So Nathan getting the penalty here. Mark O'Dell was good on the long run as well, but he's going to be up for Kimmel at 53. Took tires and fuel. A lot of drivers tires and fuel. Grahal was in third. John Hammond's going to be in that 4 spot. Bruce Robert's at the tail end of the field. He decided he was going to come in on 54. Be a different story. 52, again, your lucky dog will be at the tail end of the field. Being that he is the lucky dog, will be there. Jerry must have a hit me sign on his car. Nah. Just on the high side and wrapped up. You just get wrapped up. Kobe Hartung getting the EOL here. Tail end of this one. Took an extra 10 seconds of damage to be repaired. Cam Dario looking just fine. Will be all right. Took about 20 seconds of damage. And was fast on the long run. So we'll see if the car is going to be in limp mode here. As we're back at it for stage 2. Nathan Alul out front over Mark O'Dell. Mark to close back down, and the crossover for the 9. 7 trying to run down to the 9. 9 trying to run up the race line. 9 is faster. Nathan Alul is not the fastest driver on the racetrack, but he's going to have to try to do something. A little blink for John Hammond there. I'm not seeing that happen. 47 free, 19 free, 77 carnage happening as the 47 goes around into the 49. And man, this one is getting ugly. New tires. Jerry spent 3. He's down that many laps. He spent 3 minutes 13 seconds on pit road. That's why he's down that many laps. But he did a lot of it under caution, so he should be all right. We'll see if he comes back to caution. He's still got a lot of damage to be taken care of. I think something happened to him prior to that. I think that's the issue there. Caution comes back out here at Bristol, and it will be for another incident here. We'll see what happened. This happened way up here. Far Chase. Let's go up here. That's the 19 of Nathan Biggert. There's Michael Caffrey there. 77 there to the inside. 19 trying to. Let me stop this here. Nathan Biggert here, the 19. It's Far Chase, this one. I want to look at the restart here. Let's back this up on the restart. He was back here on the short line here. Had to go right about there at the restart. 7 didn't have the greatest restart as the 9 went, and somehow did that. That's another lap for Jerry. Jerry was on the bottom side there. 19 free on exit. Cold tires. Just trying to get around the corner here. Good run. 77 up the race line. Checks up 19 off the throttle a little bit. Just gets free right there and into the 49. Took a lot less damage than you'd expect. 47 got hooked. Now the 47 right there on the bottom side. So Grijalva took a little bit of damage, didn't do too bad. Here's what happened with the 88. 88 of Strickland, I think, just stopped. He did. He just stopped. Oop. Downshifted, said, excuse me. Doing a great job. Drivers trying to keep off of it. And a lot less than what I thought it was. So that was not that bad. Not that bad at all. Retchin's going to be your lucky dog here as he settles in. Jason Day back into the mix. He's going to be just fine. Dudley into pit road once again. Going to be leaving pit road as we speak. So Robert Dudley coming around. Retchin comes off pit road now as well. First driver off the lead lap's going to be Balsamo. Culver's going to be a couple of more laps down. He is just getting that car worked on. Sometimes it's just easier to get the car worked on. If somebody wrecks out over the course of the next 136 laps, he'll gain some spots. It's always a possibility. Harrison Chandler and Stefan Salas out of the race, not out there running today. So we only have 16 drivers running right now. Robert Church getting his car worked on. 19 minutes on pit road as we speak and counting. Let's see what your drivers are running. Here's what everybody is looking at here. Alul, Odell, Caffrey, Hammond, Hartung, all in Chevys. And they're running now as we speak. Nathan Alul chose the outside on the restart. Mark Odell with a Caffrey up with the wall right here on the high side. Trying to keep the car rolling forwards. Hammond to the inside, side by side for the two. 23 up the race line. Rolling the corner. We're back to green flag racing as we speak. Caffrey for third, Hartung right there. Hartung trying to go around the outside. He's going to do so. Fast early. You got to work on saving the tires a little bit here. Odell trying to track down Nathan Alul. Alul with some with a little bit of speed early on here. Fast lap for Hartung, 14.62. Right now we're seeing drivers get themselves up to the next. John Hammond's going to be there in that 4 spot now. And Stryker goes to the outside as well. Strickland and Hammond running some of their faster laps here. Strickland at the 88, rolling that corner. Cherry giving some love to Strickland out there. Good to see it here. Much love to everybody. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you to everybody out there watching on all the platforms, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. Thank you for all the likes and all the love out there. Much love to you. 9, try to get to the 7. 7 rolls the higher lane. The 9 has the speed here. 9 to the inside. Nathan Alul will try to run the 9. 9 is faster here, but the 9's going to have to move the 7 out of the way, and the 7's going to protect that high line. There's no way that he's going to give that up. Into the wall a little bit there on the front straightaway, or the back straightaway. I do apologize about that. Little right side damage. Gets himself off of his race line here. And a big run to the 7. A 7 backing up the corner here. Mark Odell is a Bristol fanatic. Going to give him a bump. As the 9 goes to work. Nathan Alul checking up the corner here. As Mark Odell goes to work here. We'll give him a bump again. We'll get him on the corner. 23 goes around. Caution's going to come out, and I believe the 19 just creamed the 23. Nathan Biggert involved. Colby Hartung brings out his second caution that he was involved in. Not free off corner. We'll have to see what happened there. This is on lap 75. Here's what happened. 23 into the corner. Oh, the 8 got right to the back bumper. And the 23 goes around, hits the 75. Hits, man. Let's, Nathan Biggert involved here. I got to far chase this one. 88 gets into the corner. Little bump to the 23. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or if he was already free, but he was there and he gets on the brakes. 19 gets into him. 77 gets into him as well. A whole lot of drivers coming to pit road. Osamo's your lucky dog. He's yes, he was. I think he was your lucky dog. No, Culver's your lucky dog. He comes around. Jared Culver getting a lap back and well deserved. Going to be 9 laps down as we speak. Nice job out of 13. Getting one of those laps back. Yeah, that's what's great. If he can keep it clean, he'll get laps back. It happens. Balsamo having an issue, had to tow to pit road. I'm not quite sure what was going on there. I think he might have been a part of all that. Caffrey getting the car worked on again. He's coming to pit road. Richard's going to be coming out. Got a little bit of it worked on as well on 76. First driver to come to pit road to get some of that knocked out. So is Grijalva here. One of the big things is tires here. There's Robert Dudley. He's getting a little better as we speak. Biggest mover of the race right now is going to be Chris Roberge. Strickland getting the UL here, getting to the back bumper to the 23. Little tap to him there. I thought it looked like from the front side of the viewing angle that we had there that the 23 had gotten free, but a little tap from the 88, and that's exactly what brought that out. So Stryker goes to the back. We'll have to take care of that right there. So you never know until you go back and you look at it. That's why I never say that that's 100% my view until it's done. Big thank you to each and every one of you out there. Thank you for all the likes, the follows, the subscribes, the shares, all of the chats, everything that you happen. Well, he should be able to move forward. If the drivers in front of him didn't take tires, then they're all going to be on a level playing field, and that will be an interesting take. It's a quick race. We're going to be 121 laps to go already. We've already ran 80 and a few cautions, but a lot of great racing out of it. That first stage was amazing. You see the 9 run the high side. 98 should be able to get himself up to the back bumper of the 7 here. Green flag, we're going back at it again. John Hammond right behind the inside lane. Little blink going on. 8 of Cam Dario rolling the bottom side. Will Bears there up 10. Finds a little bit of speed from the 47 behind him. Big moves. 47 trying to push the envelope here. He blinks out. Robert's just moving down just to give him try to give him the race line. Trying to give somebody the race line here. There's the 47 in that tow. He might have taken tires here. We'll see what happens. John Hammond moving back a little bit here. Cam Dario's going to be in third. Bump for the 47, 98 up on the high side. 47 should be able to drive around the bottom here. 98 back to the high side. You see it right there side by side. This is the battle for fifth. Grijalva goes to fourth. 98 back to the corner again. Stryker going back forward. There's the battle once again. 47 slides up the race line. 98 rolling. Cam Dario in third here. Nathan O'Loole to Mark O'Dell. Mark O'Dell going back at it again. 7 had a great restart here. But Mark O'Dell still looking for his playoff opportunity to take one away, and watch the side-by-side here as the 7 and the 9 go to work. 9 rules the corner. I think in the natural line, the 9 is faster. As we'll see what the 7 and the 9 do. Roll the corner, roll that beautiful bean footage on board with the 9. 7 controlling the race pace. 5th gear only for the driver. And you hear the difference in speed for the 9. Going to be back on the throttle a little bit better. 7 controls the pace. Going to drop into the corner, try to lift up. 9 with a run on the corner. 7 tight off corner. Or a little, not tight. He was out of the gas a lot more than Mark O'Dell. Caution comes back out. O'Dell is faster. He just has to get around. We'll take a look and see what happened. Not quite sure who got the spin. It might have been John here. Here in the 75, let's take a look. I think he might have been up near the wall. Ooh, hold on. Far chase for Mr. Hammond. leading in the Best of the Rest Championship. Looked like Roberts was in the wall here. It looked all right. 75 here, 49 up on the high side. Drifts up, gets into the 75. 52 goes around, does a great job, and then 77 kind of plants that right there. I think this might have been an admin thrown caution. Wasn't exactly needed. But, I mean, hey. Never know what happens. Kobe Hartung will come back around. Looks like he got some of his damage repaired. He'll be your lucky dog here. Could be 2 laps down, I do believe. Take a look here what the gap looks like. Hartung to pit road. Jason, what do you say, man? Mr. Pearson, how are you doing, sir? Nathan Lewell, your race leader. Mark O'Dell in second. Still trying to work over that 7 car. Bristol's a tough track. And a lot of talent on this racetrack. Seen a couple of cautions, but hey, it's not a big deal. We like seeing what folks are doing. Hartung back to pit lane, getting some more of that car worked on. He's going to sit there and get the car worked on. So the lucky dog spot he just got, he'll be fine. Caffrey coming off of pit road. He's in 11th. He took a little bit of a plant there. Mr. Vance Coik, how you doing, sir? A little bit of nose damage to be all right. Hartung on pit road. Culver back out there again. He's going to be still 9 laps down as he would see it. Jerry Culver went from 16th to 13th. He is right there with his number off 1 from the start of his race. Caffrey comes back to pit road. Going to get a little bit more of that taken care of. Keeping the nose clean is going to be is a big factor here. These cars could overheat pretty quickly. Thank you, folks, for being amazing out there. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Friday night. What do you think, folks? If you saw my post about the Le Mans that's coming out tomorrow, I'm looking forward to watching that. I do know that it's going to be absolutely amazing to see NASCAR at Le Mans. First time in 47 years, and going to be amazing to watch. Drivers are ready to go. Pace car is going to dive off. Dark Horizon Fishing giving you another caution as we go back to Green Flag Racing. 95 of 200 stage win. Going to be a part of the platform here. 47 with a huge bolt here as the new tires come into play. Odell, not the restart that he wanted right there. It's going to see a lot of drivers to his inside as he has to go back to work and get himself back up front. Jason Day, another one of those drivers that is going to have that opportunity as well. Nathan Alul trying to get some stage points here. Will definitely need them. Going to be 3 to go for the stage. Stage completion is going to be at lap 100. Day goes to the outside of Cam Dario. Cam back to the inside as drivers go back to work. Rohalva has a couple of laps, needs to get to the back bumper in the next 2 laps and get around the 7. 47 with new tires could get a stage win here if he could send the corner just a little bit more differently than the 7. 7:47 side by side. 47 is going to slide up the race line. This is your white flag lap for the stage. Again, they do not stop for the stages, but a chance. I do believe Nathan Alul might have this one. He just has the drive line a little bit better than the 47. And so that's what's happening here. Right now, 7's going to get the stage win. Nathan Alul racking up a stage 2 victory. But that's not over yet. Grijalva in tow here. Mark Odell's going to be in third. Odell faster than the drivers in front of him. And he is trying to get himself back up there. Will that car all the way to the front? If he can keep himself to the outside, Nathan Alul With new tires behind him, Odell might have an opportunity here as the 47 goes to work. 7 trying to close off the race pace. Jason Day in 4th. Cam Dario back in 5th here. Strikers in 6th. Hammond back to 7th as that car goes to work. We're seeing a lot. Oh, caution comes back out. And just like that, Robert's Retchen all involved, and a chance for the drivers to reset, come back to pit road, and do it again. Robert's Mark Retchen involved. Here's what happened as the 98 was there to the inside. Colby Hartung there as well. 98 right there. 49 to the back bumper of the 98. Turns him around. And not that bad. Whoa! Never mind. I didn't think it was that bad. And that was on Mr. Dudley here. Look at Robert Dudley, far chase on this one. Sorry, far chase. As we take a look here, folks. 49 with a good pace here. Gets cornered here. Goes up. 98 there. Drops to the corner. Gets to the back bumper. Taps him. Sends him around. And then all of a sudden, here comes Jerry Culver. Unable to stop. There's a look here. Sees the car on the bottom of the racetrack and just does not. I don't know what to think about it. Nathan Lewell stays out. Jason Day is going to be in 2nd. Cam Dario in 3rd. Jason Day kept it on 77. Took tires and fuel there. 6th caution of the race. So Nathan Lewell getting a stage win. It's a big deal. Going to plant some of his extra time. Roberge coming back to pit road here. Still, I believe, now he's off the lead lap. So he's going to be a lap down now. Oh, it happens. It's racing. It's Bristol racing. Can't get mad at Bristol. That's what I tell people. Don't get mad about Bristol racing. You know, you don't get mad about Bristol racing because it's Bristol racing. Same as Martinsville and I don't know. Dover's usually pretty clean. That's a mile track. Bristol and Martinsville, the two tracks that'll give you a headache. If you think too heavy, you just got to get out there and run and do what you got to do. But he's going to get into well. 49 is going to go to the back of the field here. Hartung is a lap down. He was your lucky dog. Roberge was your biggest mover of the race. So he's still working on getting the car worked on. He's going to be 2 laps down now. Grijalva out of the race. I do believe. Yeah, he's going to be out of the race. Culver back on getting the car worked on again. What happened to Grijalva? What happened to Joe? Lights are off on the pace car. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find out what happened. I don't know what happened to Grijalva here. Charles getting some love to Cam here. 7. It's the jump on the field to the outside as we roll. Green flag racing 52. Jason Day with some new tires. Give it up to try to make this work. Hammond back to 5th here. Stryker goes to work as well. Cam Dario in 3rd. Jason Day. 2 playoff drivers that are trying to put a dampening on what's happening there. Stryker came in on 105. Tires and fuel up near the wall. 75 rockets toward the bottom as you see Hammond and Stryker go side by side. Stryker rolling the corner. Nathan Biggert still out there. Got the car worked on. It's going to be just fine behind the 77. Caffrey trying to roll into the corner. Doing a decent job of holding on to what he has. Mark Odell. He's going to be the driver here. You got to keep your eye on as they continue to move forward. Runs his fastest lap of the race, but he's faster on the long haul. Half second to Nathan Alul is Jason Day. Hartung ran the fastest lap of the race. Finally trying to work his way forward. 14.60, came out on 91. Will still need to find some pace. Needs one more lap. Internet died. You're 100% gonna you're gonna win the race 1,000%. I think he had speed. I think he had newer tires. I think you were trying to work over Nathan Alul. If I had to pick a winner for this race, it'd be this car. Not that I don't have faith in you, Joe. Mark Odell was the fastest car on the long haul, and I had to pick a driver. It'd be Mark. But then again, I've been surprised by a lot less. But right now, new tires are ruling the roost. 88 to the outside, 52 to the bottom side, 88 to the high side. This is what I talk about. Nathan Alul cannot control both lanes here. If not, if he tries to control both lanes, he's going to find himself in a world of trouble as the 88 is going to drop to the inside. 88 to the bottom, 7. Old tires not going to be able to hold him off. 75 side by side, 88. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 75, John Hammond to the lead. Stryker way up the race line. Tires below the dark spot on the corner. 75 is going to have to clear. Hammond, Stryker side by side. 88 at the race line. 52 gets around the 7. 7 with dirty air on his nose now. Not going to find the pace. Culver back out on the racetrack, doing what he can do here to get that car moving forward. Matt Rude, give us some likes. Thank you, sir. Stryker now with some right side. Thank you for some shares, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Cam Dario back to 5th. Nathan Alul side by side. There's Mark Odell. I talked about him. Keep your eye on him. He's not done yet. Odell to the bottom side, 7. Not there with the tires. I'm surprised he didn't take it. Yeah, man. I appreciate you. 9 to the bottom. 23 up high. 23 to the bottom side. Pull the air off. 9 side by side. Still with the 7. 9 still has to close in. 7 still trying to defend. Nathan Alul coming around. Safer to stay in the pit sometimes. He's got a couple of spots to close in on, though. He's got a couple that he can still gain here. He's coming around to complete 97. He's got Nathan Biggert 3 laps in front of him. He's got Grijalva, who's now out of the race, so he can gain another spot or two. Wilbert still on pit road getting the car worked on. Big movements, big momentum. Stryker out front. Hammond in 2nd. Jason Day in 3rd. And hold on to everything you have. Cam Dario and Mark Odell on the march forward. Odell in on 105. Cam Dario, 52, moves to the bottom side to give some room here. 9 down the race pace on the front straightaway. It's going to get around the 52 pretty easily here. And I talk about Mark Odell. I talk about the race pace these drivers have had. Jason Day has moved his way forward. Now he came in on 77, so his tires are just not holding on. Nathan Alul came in on 53, and he did everything he could to hold on to what he has. Now a chance for him to take tires if there were to be another caution to come out. The biggest thing is going to be, can he make it on fuel? Hammond and Stryker. John Hammond out front. Made the pass on Strickland here. Here's a look at that pass. There's the 76 in front of the 88. There they go, side by side. 88 backs out of the corner. 76 very free. And he's up over the wall. Back at it. Hammond out front. 130 of 270 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Man, oh man. Culver going to take over 13th here. It's around the 49. Got a fast car now as he's going to be able to make it work. Culver 25 laps down. Nathan Biggert 20. Oh, free! No! Man. Over back to pit road after all of that. Got himself around Roberge. Picked up 12th, and that car is just destroyed now. Hammond back to second as something happened there. Strickland made the pass on Hammond. Here's a look at that. Stryker back to the outside. Hammond on the bottom side. Stryker just made the pass. It is Stryker, Mark O'Dell to second, and is closing in. These drivers are on the same tire strategy here. And Mark O'Dell moving forward. John Hammond back to third. 49 of Robert Dudley in front of the 88. Not giving up a race line. 88 side by side with the 49. 9 takes over the lead. 49 of Robert Dudley goes a lap down here. As now Mark O'Dell and Strickland have to go to work. 76 up on the high side here. Roberge back out here. Now it's going to move Sherylculver back to 13. Nathan Biggert in the 19, still moving forward, trying to move forward. Still 22 laps down. Mark O'Dell rolling. Roberge needs somebody else to not have a good day here. Jason Day back around Caffrey. Day and Caffrey side by side. Caffrey inside the... Whoa! That bottom will shoot you off that corner. Cam Dario came in on 61. He's going to be thinking about fuel here as well. Nathan O'Toole back to 7th here, trying to salvage everything he can. Big move still happening. Caffrey and Jason Day still side by side. Caffrey's going to have to clear here whenever he can. 77 side by side. Retchin up high. Keeping it clear. Caffrey in 4th. 3.7 seconds ahead is John Hammond. Hammond 105. O'Dell out front, cruising with a 1.5 second lead over Strickland. I've watched Mark O'Dell win a couple of times at Bristol, so that's my insight here. We'll see if he's going to be able to hold on to it, if he has to save any type of fuel here. Clean air, very important. 1.8 second lead for Strickland here. John Hammond in 3rd. 5 seconds off the pace. Caffrey still trying to close in. Got about 2.3 seconds between he and John Hammond, and his lap times are closing in. Battle Boxx coming forward. 1.9 and closing for Michael Caffrey. And Mark O'Dell looking strong. Again, here's a look at your playoff points. Real quick, Mark O'Dell 8th in the points. If he wins, that's gonna make things very interesting. Not just for Cam Dario, but for Jason Day as well. They're running neck and neck in points here. They both have 35.06, and this will all come down to stage points between those two. Caution comes out. Mark Retchin involved. Mark O'Dell involved. Man, oh man. 76 right here on the high side. A little chase view here for Mark O'Dell. Gets here. Man, oh man. One more time here. A little far chase. Mark in the 3rd lane. 9 comes up. Oh, Mark was just a little lower. Sorry, the 76 of Retchin was just a little bit lower than what Mark O'Dell anticipated. And so that's what happens with the field. Stryker was coming to pit road there. Going to stay out. Caffrey coming to pit road. Cam Dario coming to pit road as well. Nathan Alul, I would assume, would want to come to pit road here. Strickland's going to be your race leader. Well, Bear's got around, so he's going to at least get a free pass out of all this. Colby Hartung should have been your lucky dog. Dudley in as well. Striker Odell Hammond, Jason Day going to come to pit road. Nathan Alul is going to come to pit road. So everybody ready to go. Colby Hartung should stay out. I would assume he would stay out to get back on the lead lap and hope for another caution. Nathan Biggert, Chris Roberge, all looking for extra laps here. Retchen out of the race. I didn't expect him to be out of the race. I didn't think his car was that bad. Let me go back here real quick. I wanted to see the aftermath here. Oh. I think maybe the toe link might have been broken on that car, that right side into all of that. I wanted to see what was going to happen. Yeah, toe link's broken. Left side, actually. Yeah. You see that left front tire was locked up. Had to jump to pit road. Colby Hartung coming in. Be lights off on the pace car this time by. Next time by. I don't think we're lights off this time. No, we are lights off this time. Strickland, Caffrey, Dario, Hammond, Odell, Jason Day, Nathan Alul, Robert Dudley, Colby Hartung. Still one lap down here. We'll be your lucky dog if another caution were to come out. Nathan Biggert is going to be able to gain another spot here. Second of the points coming in. Did get himself some good stage points, so that at least can be a saving grace here for the 19 when it comes to the points. I mean, he did have a good point deficit coming in over the drivers behind him. So might still be second in points coming out of this race. But he's going to have the top 10 position here very soon. Everybody else up front right now is going to be ready to rock and roll. Strickland chooses the inside lane. Hammond's going to be on the outside. Actually, we'll see here when they come around and make the choose. Extra couple of laps. So about 47 laps to go as we speak. Yep. Striker will choose the high side here. 75 will be on the inside. Mark Odell will be right there in that third spot. We'll have Jason Day to the outside. So a lot of drivers here going to be on that same spectrum when it comes to tires here. Drivers able to take tires, be able to have that pace. If they can run the next 47 laps green, we'll see some of the best racing you could ask for. Green flag for Strickland. Caffrey, a little wall tap there. She's going to be just fine. Dudley's going to be in tow of the 77 right now, so we'll see how this works out. in the long haul. Striker's going to be out front. Oh, Striker free on the bottom side. Go to the bottom. Going to be just fine. Going to be able to keep moving forward. Has to get rolling, though. Jason Day to the lead. Leads some laps here. Is going to have a good race line, but watch out. Mark Odell is in the hunt. Odell to the bottom side. Jason Day up on the high side. Odell to run the corner. Low line exit. 75 in third. Nathan Alul still trying to roll the corner. Cam Dario fast on the long run. Watch out for Cam. He's not done yet. To the bottom side he goes. Slide City coming up. Oh, he's clean. Wow, he was free off the corner and then slid 3 and 4. I'm sorry, 1 and 2. He slid 1 and 2. Got around Nathan Alul and holy cow, went for it. Day runs his fastest lap of the race. Mark Odell right behind him, though, mashing his pace. Jason Day, 14.69 was his fastest lap. Striker runs his fastest lap now. Has to full send every corner. 6.3 seconds. Has to close back down that pace because of that slide off on the corner. Odell to the bottom side. Hammond there with him. Odell to run the bottom. Hammond side by side with a 9. Mark Odell fast on the long runs. Just going to have to be there. Keeps the second lane running. 52 up on the right side. Top side for the 52. 9. Good exit here. 52 still leads. The more the 52, it keeps the 9 on the bottom side here, the better off for him to be able to have that tire wear. Jason Day, John Hammond. Oh, tap! Mark Odell to the bottom. And Spin City coming out here in Bristol. Jason Day defending the race line. Mark Odell trying to push the envelope. And he got the helicopter, and I don't even have the helicopter anymore. I took that out of the stream because I had lost the video. And Mark Odell, who had had been a shoe-in to win this one, see, that's why it's not over till it's over. That's what I mean. Here it is. And a great race line. Here's the far chase for these two. Nine tried to clear 52 up the race line here. Very high, 75 in the corner. Oh, little netcode did that. Oh, and just like that, man. About from Cam Dario's cockpit view here. Here's a look. Woo, Nilly. Mark Odell's cockpit view. I'm getting nauseous. Ouch. Well, it happens. Again, folks, the old netcode story. If you don't know what netcode is, well, it's Iracing's downfall. it's the one thing that happens. 52-9 side by side. They'd have been fine. They'd have been fine. They'd have been side by side. They'd have been fine. That was a big skadoosh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I kind of wish I had have the helicopter now. 9 comes up. Boom. Invisible wall. Sends the 9 to the bottom. And he is sideways. And we know the wall at Bristol is unforgiving. Bam. And right now he's going, oh, no. Cam Dario goes by. Exactly what it was. Big skadoosh. Kobe Hartung back on the lead lap now as drivers get ready to rock and roll. Hartung able to come in on 150. Odell now out of the race. Nathan Biggert will be able to pick up another spot. He's in 10th right now. Chris Roberts will be able to pick up another one as well. Robert Dudley in 6th. Going to be your biggest mover right now as we speak. 49 up 8. Roberge up 3. He's completing 136. Retchen is out of the race, so he's going to be able to pick up that spot. Nathan Biggert will pick up 9th. Nathan was your lucky dog, I do believe. Yep. Yeah. All right. And then there were 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cars. Jason Day, your race leader. Yeah. I agree. That type of net code does suck for that reason right there. John Hammond in second. Nathan Alul has Cam Dario to the inside. Cam back to send it again. 75-7 side by side. Cam Dario slid the corner earlier. And that restart is the only situation here that makes that difficult. Hartung at the back end of the field here, 1.58 back. Striker's coming around as well. Whoa, Striker free. Got to hold on to that car. Jason Day out front, Hammond in second. Wouldn't it be great to see Hammond get a win? Come on, John. Out of the corner. Right front damage. Nathan Lewell trying to go to work here. 174 being completed. Cam Dario to slide the corner down to the bottom side. Top 3 night for Cam is a good night for him. Then Jason Day needing a win to be able to establish himself in the playoffs as well. Day capable as well. Mark Odell had a great night. And again, would have been the driver that I would have said, hey, I think he's got this one. Track Racer bringing you 25 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway as these drivers continue to go to work. Quarter second the difference, 2/10 out of the corner. Quarter second on exit here. 3 and 4 better for Jason Day. John Hammond closing the distance down at 1 and 2. Little nose damage. I think everybody's got a little bit here. Nathan Alul trying to hold off Cam Dario. Cam, again, a little faster on the long run. I'm surprised the bump hasn't came yet. As the Mars car skittles coming at you. 8 still there. 7 slower on corner exit. 8 making the 7 a little faster here, but getting him free. As we see Robert Dudley inside the top 5. Dudley trying to move his way forward. Caffrey giving a 149. He's right there behind the 49. 77-49 trying to work. Kobe Hartung closing his way back to the front. Cam Dario clears the 7 there for a moment. And it's got to find a way to send it up the race line. It's going to have the exit here. Cam Dario moving forward. 7 to the wall. Nathan talked about this. He needed to practice this racetrack. He's doing a great job. But the 7 car, I root for him on 1.5 miles, and I'll root for him on the road courses. Bristol's a different animal. And he's fast, but I just thought that he was going to have that long. It's the long run pace that Nathan Alul has that I always am astonished by. So we'll see if he can rebound here. We still got 19 laps to go. It's not that much time, but it's enough to play a factor. 52 trying to hold on. Cam Dario turns it on the playoff. 75 to the outside. 75 still closes down. 75 still trying to close in to Jason Day. Cam Dario, the fastest driver on the racetrack, running 14.9s right now. Able to send the corner. 75 into the wall. 8 to send the corner. 75 second lane. 75 back side by side. Side draft for both of the drivers. 75 still trying to clear. 8.75. Half second the difference. 75 still right there with the 8. The more they battle, the better off Jason Day can look at it. John Hammond still trying to approach that race line. 8 to clear. Not quite. Hammond battles back. Hammond right there. Nathan Alul driving the inside. Alul right side damage, but so does Hammond. Alul trying to get back to the inside. Jason Day rolling the outside. 3/4 of a second. Right now, drivers still trying to hold on. 15 laps to go. Cam Dario trying to close in. Nathan Alul to Michael Caffrey. Caffrey trying to get closer. Little wall tap for the 77, closing in on the 7 here. 49 gets around the 75. Dudley up to 5th again. Jason Day out front, 13 laps to go. Wants to see this go green. Wants to have the best laps of his life right now. And Caffrey in tow. Caffrey, Dudley, Roland, Nathan Alul rebounding to 3rd here. 12 laps to go. And Michael Caffrey finding Bristol. I've seen Caffrey do well at Bristol as well. He's looking for a top 3 or trying to get to the top 3. Jason Day, 1/10 of a second lead. Trying to make it 9/10 of a second to make it 10 laps to go this time by as the track racer segment gives you all of that. Redefine your gaming at trackracer.com. Go find yourself a new setup today as Michael Caffrey and Robert Dudley go to battle here. John Hammond back 5 seconds. That right side damage really hurting that car. Now has to continue to move forward. Stryker picks up 6th. Hartung right there in the mix. Hartung had Stryker behind him. Stryker came out of 150. Nathan Alul gets around Cam Dario here for 2nd. And somehow, some way, pulls within a 2nd. Nathan Alul passing Cam Dario, 8 laps to go. Here's what happened here. Got to the inside, found the pace. I don't know how this happened. But Cam had that one, though. Cam inside the top 3. Nathan Alul turned it on late in the race. 7 laps to go. Where was this speed earlier? Did not have this race pace earlier. And I'm kind of shocked. 4 to go. Sorry, 5 to go. In the course of 2 laps, '52 trying to defend. Three to go. Jason Day trying to defend here. 7 to the inside. Gets up into him. More net code. 7 free. 52 to delve back here. A chance for Jason Day to take it here. He's going to see the white flag this time by. Still free. He's got to be traveling 4th gear here. Jason Day, Nathan Alul, a battle to the line. Jason Day, side by side, coming around. Who's got it? Day's got it by 5/100ths of a second. Nathan Alul did a phenomenal job with 7 laps to go. Putting a hurting onto him. Little bump and little rubbing. But Jason Day clocks his way to the final 4. He's going to punch his ticket to the championship race. Wow. I talk about Nathan Alul's long run race pace. Show me what a race. A great job. The Canadians celebrating together. Jason Day doing it. And what a run there for the 52. Nathan kept getting free. I just wondered if he was traveling in 4th gear, just trying to do what he could, just more and more and more. And tell you what, Cam Dario finishes in 3rd. A great race for the drivers here. Fantastic playoff race. And if you didn't think that this was exciting, well, boy, wow. Let's look at it real quick. Race results. That's your practice results. Race results. Hey, here they are. Jason Day giving you some love. And less than 5/100th of a second difference here. Side by side for the for the victory. That was insane. Nathan Alul finishes in second. Cam Dario in third. Caffrey in fourth. Robert Dudley in fifth. Strickland's going to finish sixth. Colby Hartung seventh. John Hammond in eighth. Nathan Biggert ninth. Robert's inside the top 10. Odell's going to finish in 11th. Retchin 12th. Culver 13th. Rahal was going to finish 14th. Balsamo and Church 15th and 16th. Harrison Chandler, Stephen Salas, I believe, might be taking provisionals today. They logged in, but man, oh man, what a race. What an end. Wow. All right, let's talk to him. Jason Day knocking it out of the park, coming home in victory lane, punching your ticket to the Final Four championship race coming up. That has got to be a breath of fresh air, knowing that you were, I believe, somewhere in I think you were tied with Odell coming into this one. Tell me about this one. This was insane to see, and what a finish there. 5/100th of a second difference.
If you told me I was going to win at Bristol, I would have called you a liar, because I hate this place. I love the old Bristol back when you could race the bottom of the track and not the top. But yeah, I'm happy to get this win. Nathan raced me really clean and hard there at the end. I had to pinch him a little bit. Not sure what happened with Mark and I. If it was my fault, it was, but a couple of guys told me there was net code there that caused that, so I'm not really sure what happened. But yeah, I'm pretty happy to be in the top 4 now, because I wasn't expecting to get another win this year.
That was the worst kind of net code, and Charles Van Scoy said it great in chat. You both were going straight. It's that one kind of net code that just frees up the car on the inside, and it was just bad situation that you can't. It's internet racing. if it was 2 cup cars side by side in real life, that's a whole different story. So
that's right.
It was a great run. You guys had a great job. I would have pegged Odell for the win here, but Jason, you put on a heck of a show at the end of this one, running it down, just trying to do it. Nathan Alul always has long run race pace. You've got some nose damage. This car has seen its day, but tell you what, Canadian comes home in victory lane.
Yeah, it was pretty torn up on lap 16. That's when I got most of my damage. I think I had 7 minutes worth of damage. I never even got it all fixed. I think I still got about 4 minutes left to fix on the car, so they kept turning the engine off, so I was a little worried. That might actually help me a little bit, maybe a little less power off the end of the corner. But yeah, happy to be in the Final Four. Excited.
It's going to be a ton of fun to watch what you do coming up in the next couple of weeks. I love seeing stories like this play out. It happened in the Xfinity Series. It's happening in the Cup Series. We're going to Homestead Miami Speedway. The Cup Championship is going to be at my hometown track at Kansas. So there's some good driver tracks coming up for each of you. Give your shout outs, man. You're going to the championship race.
First off, thank you for always doing the broadcast, doing a wonderful job. Happy to talk to you again, finally. Thanks to all my teammates at Five Kings Motorsports, all our sponsors, Savage Apparel, Maconi Setup Shop, The Butt Kicker, Raz Energy, BAM Racing Videos. Thanks to Chop Shop Racing for putting on a wonderful series. I absolutely love the series. I wish they'd bring stage breaks, just because plays a little strategy in there, and I like getting caught back up. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to racing again next season.
It'll be a ton of fun to see what you guys do. Jason, congratulations once again, man, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Always 52 comes home with victory lane, knocking it out of the park. Let's talk to Nathan Alul, who's going to be your P2 finisher, putting on a heck of a show at the end. I always talk about your long run race pace, and you had to save something there at the end to be able to make those moves. I mean, at 8 laps to go, it was like you had to set. I was like, maybe Nathan doesn't have it today. And all of a sudden, it's like you turned on the afterburners, and I'm like, what's going on here? Man, oh man.
Yeah.
At one point in this race, I had you counted out too. I was like, man, I don't know. and well, hey, thanks for proving me wrong. I love to see it. Nathan, talk to me about this race. What a finish there at the end.
Yeah, it was great. Actually, I had still tire sets remaining because I saved one and didn't pit it on the last caution, and I think it was a mistake on my part. But anyway, we were, on the last restart, I was, trying the bottom lane, hard uh, into the corners, and it worked out. Actually, I was catching Cam, and then Jason. I was like good on entries, but yeah, he was faster on exits. Maybe 2 or 3 laps more, and I would have got him, but almost wreck him actually.
We saw.
Sorry about that.
No,
Yeah.
no, we saw, but I mean, a great chance for you were able to recollect it, and you were able to get yourself back into the groove, get back up there, and show that most of the drivers ran fifth gear on the high line most of the night. We were watching you just trying to find your pace and find your groove, because that was where the where that race car. I mean, this track it's not favorable for touching the wall, and it's not favorable for touching other cars. And today, it seemed like I don't know. It was a great race. I mean, I'm not taking away from anything in the race. It was a great finish. I mean,
it was awesome.
you had to stick with it, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I was trying to stay out of trouble during the race. That's why I wasn't so aggressive. But at one point, I was like, leading and stuff, and I was trying to save tire sets, which I didn't use at the end. So maybe a waste of time. Maybe it's like that. But I avoiding wrecks and get good restarts. It was key to surviving the chaos of Bristol. But it was a great race, and I was looking for points and being safe on the championship side. So I'm happy for Jason, and I'm happy to finish second. It's a great result.
It looked like you were definitely going to be having that pace. Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, just looking at how this is going to work out, I think you are locked in to the final race. I think you are safe on points, so there's no issue with that. You're going to the final four.
All right.
All
right.
By the way, I'm looking at it here now. That's anything else. I don't think anybody can kick you out of that spot. Jason Day locks himself in, first driver to do that, so he's going in. So we got 2 drivers locked in. Nathan Bigger, Cam Dario might be there with you. We'll see, but somebody could win. Somebody else could win next week. I'm not saying that you're not going to win. I'm just saying that somebody else could win and in next week, but that would still make you safe, just based on points and looks like it's gonna Kansas is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun, and Miami too, because I love this track, and it's all about saving tires. And yeah, it's a great track. I'm looking forward to.
Nathan, it was a good one, my man. Give your shout outs, P2 finish, and I think you're moving on to the next round.
Let's go. Well, shout out to you, Jason, and Signature Esports. Shout out to the Chop Chop crew. Shout out to all your racers, fans, sponsors for supporting the league, and it's a great league. I always say that, but it's true. Really good to be here, and thanks to my family, thanks to my wife for their support. And see you next week, guys.
It's the 7. He's coming home, P2, and trying to win himself a championship, trying to get himself into the mix. Speaking of drivers trying to get themselves into the championship, great finish today for him. And because he thinks he's pro.
Shoot, what do you think?
I love, dude, you had the long run pace. I know that Nathan kind of just found his groove, saved it at the end, but so did you. You were hauling, man. Top 3 car all night. Top 3 car all night, though.
Well, that last one, I think I ran it as hard as it'll go. The last one, because the whole pit road thing and all that, I wasn't in the right state of mind to go slow. So I figured, but I thought there was be a caution, and I didn't have any other tires, so I figured I was sending it no matter what. And then if I can get somebody to make a mistake, I'll be right there, to get the checker flag. But everybody did a good job. Nathan did good. Jason Date did a hell of a job. It was fun.
It looked like the car was on rails early, and then we started seeing more and more grip get laid down. I think that's why we had those good stints where once the tires were worn, once everybody was warmed up, it was just racing. Everybody had momentum. You were moving forward, getting those 20 lap stints, getting the 25 lap stints. This last time, I think it was like 43 laps. I think it was 43, 44 lap green flag run. But that makes for the setup of the end of the race. I mean, between you and Caffrey, there was 2 seconds. You were 2.5 off of Day and Nathan Alul battling it out. When you find your groove and you know that's where you're going to be at, do you just kind of just settle and say, all right, I just got to finish this race?
Yeah, so at the end when Nathan passed me, that's kind of what that is. It's just I wasn't going to fight him. I wasn't going to push it anymore because I'd already pushed, for the last 35 laps. So I just kind of let him have it in the best sense. I could say that. But you just kind of choose where you're going to run and then let it evolve. And that's what it did. So I could run the bottom the whole night up until the last 25 laps. It was like there's too much grip down there. I would just get tight through the center and push up. So I couldn't get the runoff that I wanted. 1, probably because the tires were burnt up, but 2, the track obviously changed too over the duration of the race. But I think it was fun. It was good. Great finish. I'll take a third going into the cutoff.
Going into the cutoff, that's one of the big things that we have to look at. I know playoff points are going to be tallied up. I know stage points are going to matter here as well. I know that Nathan Alul, Jason Day pretty much locked in.
Everybody but me.
This is going to be, and coming down to the wire, this is exactly what it's going to be. I mean, we're looking at that cutoff line. I mean, let me look at the position points between you. You got 3 position points between you and Stryker, and depending on how the stage is played out, that'll be a telling. I'm looking forward to seeing what these points are going to be, because it's going to be interesting next week. And next week is Homestead Miami Speedway. It's a different kind of running racetrack. It's almost as if you're just going to have to beat Stryker.
Yeah, 100%. I will.
Like love it. He calls his races. That's what he does. Cam, much love, man. Congrats on a P3 finish here today. Great drive off. Car looked good. And of course, and always give you shout outs.
Oh man, thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for doing this, obviously. I want to thank Stryker and John for putting it together, and everybody who's a part of the Chop Shop thing, and thank the drivers and the fans for tuning in. Good race. Fun. Go get them next week.
Coming down to the wire, and that's the way it's going to be. Cam, much love, man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, brother. Yes, sir.
Always the 8th. Actually, we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, you will. It's another cutoff race.
That's another cutoff race.
Where are we going?
Actually, I need to.
Probably Kansas, Homestead. Go and practice Homestead.
I think you're Homestead tomorrow.
It's going to be an Andrew Payne kind of day. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll watch and see.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, Robert's won last week. Let's just put it that way. That was a tried and true. Let's send it. And he did. So I think anything can happen. Anything can happen tomorrow, and that's gonna be. I don't know. It's just gonna.
I like the attitude. It's good.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Anything can happen.
Yeah. And you're 4th in points there.
The difference between last season and this season is the amount of practice put in. If you can tell, there's not as much this year, but it's still going well.
Tell you what, you're 15 above the cutoff line. I think
I should be all right there.
You're right. I think you'll be fine, depending on how stage points play out.
Or if
It'll be
we,
fun.
or if whoever is below me wins.
Yeah. You got Grijalva, Redkin, Magner, and Nelson.
Magner could win.
Magner could win. Then that means you have to gain
It wouldn't matter at that point,
points
right?
on 5 points on Strickland.
On striker?
Yep. 6 position points.
That one's a little bit harder to do. Not as confident in those, but we'll get her done.
You can do it. You can do it. I got faith. Or you just go win the damn thing. That's
I mean, that's always the plan, but the backup is obviously now finish 7 spots in front of striker.
Yep.
I want that extra cushion.
With that extra point. Do well in the stages. I think set yourself up for the stages and you'll have a good race. Cam, much love, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Yes, sir.
Number 8 comes home P3. Ladies and gentlemen, he did a great job. They all did a great job. What a great race that was. Fantastic drive lines. Jason Day knocking it out of the park. And wow, what a race. What a race. Folks, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to my3-suns.com. Thank you to Track Racer, Admin Boxx, and the Chop Shop Racing Leagues for giving us all the action here today. They did a phenomenal job and put on a show here at Bristol. We had some cautions, but what near as bad as what it could have been. And can't be mad at Bristol. Can't be mad at it. Bristol is Bristol. Bristol's going to do its job. And you got to take care of the car. You got to take care of each other. And just like the real world, you got to be safe, be kind to one another. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.